Hi folks, this is Rob Swanson with REIEducationProducts.com. Hey, this morning I'm standing out here in front of a little ranch house with a full basement, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the rehab process that we've done on this house and show you the actual structural repair process. See, this house has a full basement, and the problem was the back wall down in the basement, that ran the whole back side of the house, had broken and cracked and was actually leaning in towards the inside of the house, and so it scared a lot of real estate investors off, and and that's okay. It's good for us because we're able to pick it up, and what we do, we know how to handle this, and basically you break your rehab into two phases. The first thing you do on a structural repair job is come in and deal with the structure repair itself. And that's what I'm going to walk you through in this particular video. And then once you're done with the structural repair, the structure guys are done, they leave, and then your regular demo and rehab crew comes in. And so let's go take a look at what this house looks like from the structural repair standpoint. I'm just going to walk around here into the backyard and show you basically what we're dealing with. So if we take a look here, all right, we've got this nice little cat backhoe in the backyard. Right here is the back of the house, and you can see that we've done two things. We've got this deep trench dug along the entire back edge of the house right here, and then a couple feet away, we've got a bunch of these little potholes in the backyard. And so there's two things that are happening. These potholes normally are part of the anchoring system. They get filled up with concrete, and there's an anchor that goes down into these potholes. In the case of our particular project here, we actually had to come in and excavate this line right here. You don't always have to dig this trench when you're doing a structural repair. In this particular case, we had to because there was so much pressure on the wall going that way that the engineer actually told us we had to release the pressure and then reset the wall. We actually bent the wall back a little bit. And so in this particular case, it was a little bit more extensive of a project than maybe just normally. And so what ends up happening is I'm going to walk us down into the basement so that you can see what it looks like from the inside of the house. And so the key thing to know is that we're anchoring the wall from the inside, and then we are basically anchoring it to those holes out in the outside yard, and then it's going to get tightened up. There's going to be a screw that's placed on this all thread, and it's just going to tighten the wall up and hold it into place. And so let me show you here. Now let's see if I can get some light on the subject. This piece of metal, it's just I don't know how big that is, about 3/4 of an inch or so, and it's just a threaded rod that goes straight through the foundation wall and out into the yard. And we've got these I suppose this is about 5 feet, every 5 feet. And so you can see that this wall anchor right here, this is just supporting the wall. They've got it screwed down to the back of the back of the concrete slab right there, and it's holding up the wall, in the interim. And you can see, let me step across this. Here's the crack that actually went in this particular house that we had to fix. And this crack goes all the way down. And what we saw when we were looking before is that the wall actually leaned in this direction quite a bit. Yeah, you obviously can't see it much with the camera, but it's noticeable still standing here. And so what will end up happening is there are some plates that will come, and the plates will just set right over this wall. This will get, it'll get screwed down onto here. It'll support the plates, and it'll actually pull the wall sort of back into place. Here's another one of these. Like I said, about every 5 feet on center, we've got these pieces of re-rod coming from inside of the wall out into the backyard basement, or into the backyard of the house. And so basically that's the process of what it looks like to to rehab and do a structural repair. And the regular rehab part of this job is going to come next. And so basically we'll finalize, we'll pour the concrete out there, we'll anchor these rods, we'll put the plates on it, we'll crank it down, we'll move the wall back into place, then we'll backfill the closer trench that's right close to us. We'll grade the backyard again, and it'll be great, just as good as new. The engineer will sign off on it, and we'll be good to go. And so there you have it, folks. There's a structural repair that scares a lot of people, and it really shouldn't. This whole job cost us around $9,000. And so we just adjusted for it in the price that we paid for the house, and it turned out fantastic. This is Rob Swanson, REIEducationproducts.com. Until next time, see you later.